Hey yo, what's up guys? Norm here and I'm back with another video. And be sure to check out my last two videos that I posted on the Revenge of the Cartels. And this one I actually finished it and I beat Joey the Ultraviolet. And before I dive into how to beat him solo on Mayhem 10, I want to discuss my loadout. So I'm using the fire lob because it does a lot of damage against the flesh, especially when my action skill is on. And the projectile recursion is like pretty much maybe the only gun you could use for this. And on Mayhem 10, this gun destroys still, which is crazy. I'm using a cryo auditor, of course, anointed version, and I'm using a hot wizard no pew pew. And I believe this gun just got added to the game, and it does a ton of flesh damage since it is a fire-based element. I'm using a transformer, of course. Make sure I'm using the anointed version, so I get my 25 stacks as fast as possible. I'm using the spiritual driver, and I'm using the pro of ineffable knowledge. And I posted a video on how to get this because everybody should have received it because of the DLC 2 if you have DLC 2. If you don't, then don't worry about it. But like I said with the recursion, if you just had max ammo and you never ran out, the only gun you would need for this run is a recursion. But moving on to my skills, I'm using a ricochet based Amara. And I thought that since a Mayhem 10 drop, I really thought that she would basically, let's say, go out of style or be a lot weaker, and I would have to tweak some things. But really and truly, she built perfect for Mayhem 10. I haven't died as much as I thought I would. The only time I didn't die is when those skulls pop out of nowhere and kill me, because those are extremely aggravating. You guys will see coming up. And these just my skill tree, just letting you all see. So if you want to copy that, if you want to take down, you know, Joey the Ultraviolet. Okay, so yeah, spoiler alert, I am about to go to see Joey the Ultraviolet. And if you don't want to see him, just click out of the video. I didn't want to spoil it for anybody who didn't want to see it, but yeah. And this is actually my second time fighting him. I'm just farming him around the second time around. But I realized when I get the mission again from Maurice, a lot of the enemies are different. Some of them are midgets, or some of them are just like, okay, for this run, there are a lot of different enemies, bigger and stronger enemies that actually spawned during this run. But both times I was on Mayhem 10. I don't know if it was just at random or what. But fighting Joey the Ultraviolet, the enemies around him are going to actually help you kill him because of their strong ricochet crit damage from the recursion. Now you're going to see what I mean in a second. But when you basically start off, if you have my build, what you want to do is just do laps around the arena and wait till the enemy spawn. And like I said, keep your distance because the elemental beam the enemies portray out, it still hits you, and it could be really, really strong when 5 of them are doing it at once. But after a while, I just pop in, hit the recursion a couple of times on the enemies, kill a few of them, and just continue doing laps around. You basically want Joey the Ultraviolet to basically jump down. And this run was a lot different, like I said, because an extra enemy spawned in on the left side. For the very first time I fought him, it wasn't there. And the second time I fought him, it was like a baby Wotan up there. He was just sitting up there, and I was like, where did he come from? And for the longest, I didn't even realize it. Alright, so eventually Joey will drop down, and the enemies around him are not going to stop spawning the entire time, no matter how many times you kill him. So I just cut my action skill on, and I just aim a recursion at him. Now, they don't do a lot of direct damage, of course, because you need that ricochet crit damage. But as you can see, it's happening. Like, it's very, very strong. I make sure I have it turned to the corrosive side so I can deal with that green shield. But when you do kill the enemies, you just basically do laps around them until the next set of enemies spawn in or drop down. And then you cut your action skill back on and aim back at the enemies and do a lot of more damage. And you can see that crit damage jump again. And you basically just want to do this the entire time. To show you how strong the recursion is, I never did notice that the baby Wotan that was at the top left had died. That's how strong it is. So it took a few ricochet crit shots and it was down. And the sad thing about it was, I don't know what legendary it was up there or if it was a dedicated drop, because after the fight I could not get up there and I was a little annoyed. So I was hoping it was maybe just, you know, a wood blocker sniper. I was hoping, but it probably wasn't. So maybe, I don't know, maybe next time it'll drop down and I get to kill it. But as you progress through the fight, make sure you keep an eye out for those death skulls because they do appear every so once in a while. I got knocked like 2 or 3 times because I was too close to it, and when I killed him, that death skull came out. And I promise you, that is probably the hardest thing about this fight with this build. Now, if you don't have the correct build or correct weapons, this build could be extremely, extremely hard because the enemies that spawn are not a joke on Mayhem 10. Like, they do a lot of damage and they're fast and they're very strong. You can see that big crit shot right there, and then he's going to go into this little smaller mini stage and come directly out. And that's when all the enemies just start piling into the arena. It says immune, but he's still gonna take a lot of damage. Now, at some points, he do hit a small health regen to his red health, but the yellow shield never comes back, so I don't have to worry about that. So maybe a small percentage he'll get back. It's like the longer he stays alive, the ever so many often that he, hit the health regen. And you'll see it in a second. So don't freak out. Don't think you're doing all this damage just for him to come back. No, see right there goes the health regen. And he's gonna do it every so often, so it's fine. Just keep using the recursion or the lob or the anarchy. Like those 3 guns probably be perfect for this run. So yeah, as you progress through the fight, just keep using it. As you can see right here, they go to health regen again. Oh, I forgot to mention those red lasers on the side. Those red lasers block off a certain section of the arena every so often, and they change. It's at random, and it basically does a lot of damage to you. It's like a warning to stay away from that side. That's all it is. It's basically trying to corner you into a certain section, but never had that much of a problem with it. The biggest problem I would have for this is those death skulls, because say you have a whatever character you're using, and you have an automatic second win. So if you get knocked, you hop back up. Say you use that because you actually did die for real, and you hop back up, and then right after that there's another skull that pop up. That can be a problem because it kills you automatically. But as you can see, look at the skull. See, I ran right, like, look, as I'm talking, I ran right into it, not paying attention. It just hop out of nowhere. But I actually died. So yeah, I actually did die, but I killed Joey, so it was cool. I just dropped back down the chute, ran through the loot. And the loot that I picked up was, I got the cost-effective optimized OPQ system. And I believe, don't quote me, I believe this gun just got added. And I got a nice and anointed version, but it says, while an action skill is active, deals 75% more weapon to badass name and boss enemies. Now, I like this one, but I'm probably going to keep farming to get a better one that give me more, damage on action skill in. But as far as rewards, I believe that was it. Oh, and I got this, the needle gun XXL, and so I might do a gun review on that. Got to see how it goes. Oh, and also I picked up a dash stealing mag, and it's on action skill and deals 75% bonus radiation. You guys know about the Maggie by now. And that's about it. But like I said, when I killed Baby Wotan, it wasn't legendary up there. I'm still wondering right now what that was. I'm hoping it wasn't something that was like, hard to pick up or rare to pick up. Like I said, hopefully it was a wood blocker, because those love to drop. But hey, if anything in the video helps you, if you find a better method, let me know in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoyed, sub if you're new, if you've been watching. I appreciate you for watching. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Peace out. Have a nice day.